inside Abuja. Abuja. Oh yeah. Abuja. You are welcome to inside Abuja. Abuja. Oh yeah. Abuja. You are welcome, alright, to inside Abuja. Abuja. Oh yeah. Abuja. You are welcome to inside Abuja.
It's good. Well, my guest today on Dateline Abuja is Senator Babafemi Ojudu.
Yes.
Is the special advisor to the president on political matters. You're welcome to Dateline Abuja, sir. Thank you for being part of us.
Thank you for having me.
We're talking about restructuring.
Yes.
Yeah, and this has been going around now. And so, in your own terms, being a journalist, what would you define restructuring as?
Well, it's restructuring. Means quite means different things to different people.
To you?
Yeah, to every Nigerian you talk to, the idea of what restructuring is different from one person to the other. So, some see restructuring as mini secession. That is, some parts of Nigeria seceded from Nigeria. Some see restructuring as going back to the arrangement of the early 60s, where we have three regions. The west, the north, and the east. Some look at restructuring in economic terms. They're talking about federal fiscal federalism, and devolution of power and all sorts. So it means a lot to different to different people.
Okay, let's look at it for economy.
Yes.
Yeah. We have our listeners have conceptualized this restructuring.
Yes.
What do you think? Do you think it's a welcome process?
Well, in a way, in some ways, yeah, very welcome. For example, look at the issue of community policing. For example, I mean, every stable Nigeria, we know that it's not quite right to want to police Nigeria from Abuja.
Yeah.
Where you have, every constable, every policeman, looking forward to Abuja for control, for deployment, for assessment, and all that kind of thing. It just won't work. You bring somebody from Sokoto, he has never been to Ekiti. The language is strange, the culture is strange, he doesn't know the ways of the people. And you ask him to go and police Ekiti State, it won't work. But if you take an Ekiti man, to Ekiti, who school there, who understand the language and the dialects and the culture of the people, if you perhaps, have grown up with the criminals and know who is doing what and be able to nip crime in the bud, So, I mean, and that is the way policing is done in other parts of the world. And I think this government has accepted that and is working assiduously to bring about
what
that.
What areas would you recommend the government should restructure? In what areas?
Well, the areas I agree that government should restructure is already been looked into. In the past...
You're talking about policing now?
Yeah, policing is being looked into. Railway is being looked into. You can see that Lagos, Rivers State, even Abuja, as FCT, they are all working in one way or the other at having a rail service of a sort. In the past, it's not so. It's exclusively for the federal government. Same thing with power generation. Now, the law has been relaxed to the point that states are on the part of generating power and then distributing power on their own. Those are cases of restructuring. So for me, things are going on, except for those who want to break away from Nigeria. The government is not totally against restructuring. The government is not totally against evolution of power. So it's for me, there are positive aspects.
Do you think Nigerians are actually ready for the restructuring?
Oh, sure. Again, depending on what you mean by restructuring.
In your
if
own
it is the ones that I've talked about, yes, Nigerians are ready. The governors are already moving in that direction, doing things on their own, taking on the roles that the federal government was playing. And
what about states? Now, let's go to states.
Yes.
When we talk about restructuring in states, don't you think are states actually being part of this restructuring?
Well, I don't think what you can clamor for in the state, if I understand what you mean by, the relationship between the local government and the state government.
Yes.
It's just that the governors are not allowing the state government, the local governments to work.
That if they're not, then they can't be restructured, because the people who actually want things to be done.
It is for, the civil society,
okay,
the people themselves, to be vigilant enough and insist that under our law there are rules exclusively meant for the local governments. The state government has no business turning in our roads in the local government.
But they do that.
They have no business, building markets. They have no business providing primary health care. Those are the roles of local government. But because they put their minions in power at local government, and whatever money is coming to the local government first get to them, and they want to use the money for their own purpose, they then put people who cannot challenge them, who cannot assert themselves, people who are not eligible, But it's left for the electorate themselves, the civil society, and everybody, right-thinking citizens, to demand that the local government be allowed to do.
So really,
if our governor tomorrow, it would be at my own advantage to ensure that elections are conducted in the local council. People who are experienced and knowledgeable are elected to those places, and then they take some duties of the governor, and they are accountable. You are driving, across the state, you find, the bush almost encroaching on the road.
Bad roads.
Bad roads. When I was growing up, there are sections of the local government that are devoted to taking care of the roads. Patching them, clearing the bushes and all of that. Maintaining the roads and all that. Those things have been taken away from local government, and the state government itself is not doing those things. Even in Abuja here, I see patches of bushes on bridges and on the road and wherever.
Well, that takes us. Most people actually feel that this restructuring won't solve the problems that we had, like what you just talked about, bad roads and all.
Honestly, I think rather than clamoring for restructuring, what should be clamoring for is good governance. Justice and equity. Provision of employment for people who are unemployed. Providing good infrastructure. Our attention, our clamor, our agitation, if directed at that, should be what we need in the immediate. Because again, I look at the extreme case of restructuring, which is secession. That you take the east out of Nigeria today does not mean a lease of life for the people of the east. No, it doesn't. After all, the states of the east today have governors, and they are collecting money from the federation account. They are collecting taxes. They are taking ecological fund and all of that. We have not even asked them. If we say that there is marginalization, there is injustice, there is unemployment, things are not going on, what are they spending those resources on? Why the attention on the federal government alone? Put some pressure on your state government. Ask them how much have they collected in the last few years. What have they spent those money on? Why are the roads not good? Why are the hospitals not functioning?
Probably because they're not accountable to anyone.
Yeah. Because again, as Nigerians, as citizens, we have not also done our own role, carry out our own duties. We must be vigilant. We must exercise our duties as citizens by ensuring that we ask questions and we demand answers from those who are governing us.
Do you think that restructuring will contribute to national cohesion or good governance?
Well, again, it depends on what you mean by restructuring.
In your own terms.
In my own terms. Well, if you devolve power, if you give more power to the states, as we are doing now, as the government is doing now, why not? Then the federal government will saddle itself with securing our territorial integrity, running our immigration, protecting our citizens, all over the world, and a few other things we left to the federal government to do. And then you give much of these duties, power generation, power supply. Why should it be a federal duty? Why should it be federal government? Let the states go and generate power and provide power for its citizens.
I feel that's all what the restructuring
So
is all about.
what government now does at federal level is to, provide the enabling environment, create the laws that will enable them to regulate. That's for me. And this government is not averse to those things. So let nobody tell you that the Buhari government is against restructuring. No. But quietly and methodically, systematically, the government, is
okay, can you name one or two? Now you just talked about the railway.
Yes, I'm power generation.
Okay.
And a number of other things that the government is letting off the states to do. Yeah. If some properties owned by the federal government in some states are being given back to the states where those properties are located.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. For example, in Lagos, the National Stadium, the State House, which people like Azikwe and others lived in when they were president of Nigeria, just be given back to the states. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So, okay, let's say restructuring actually succeeds and the government actually, gets everything they want to be done. What's next?
What next in what sense?
What's next? What's after restructuring?
Yes.
What next? You talked about good governance.
Good governance.
Yes.
Yeah, we all work towards good governance.
And so how can we bring this to play?
Okay. Yes, by people identify what the needs of the people are. Government identify what the needs of the people are. I'm providing for it in a vigorous manner. If the state of Washington appoints a police chief and the crime rate gets high, the man is fired and somebody else has to come and do the job. Just imagine for once that we have we develop power to the point where Edo State could organize its own police force. Okay. Community policing, and then ask Karasi, the former IG, to come and head it with his experience and knowledge and everything. You can imagine the kind of job he's going to do. He speaks the language of the people there. Yeah. He knows virtually every stakeholder in that state. And it's a smaller environment. Yeah. And we will do a good job.
But this brings up my last question: recommendations. Yes. But you're actually making the recommendations that I asked.
Right.
So, what's your recommendation? You already said that equity justice.
Yes.
You think should even come before restructuring.
No, what I'm saying, if people are complaining that things are not going on well, therefore there should be a need for restructuring. I'm even saying that restructuring does not necessarily guarantees good governance. It doesn't. Elements of restructuring, as I have identified, can make good governance possible. But it's not something like, okay, the moment we have restructuring, you have food on your table, you have electricity, you have water, you have good health care. No, it doesn't.
So what are your recommendations?
That is that, we should rather support and encourage the government to give us good governance, to give us justice, to give us equity, and to provide it for every single Nigerian who is a citizen of this country. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir, for being part of us.
Okay.
Well, I've been talking to Senator Babafemi Ojudu.
Yes.
Is the special advisor on political matters to the president. He's Dateline Abuja. Thank you so much for being part of us again.
Thank you very much.
You're watching Dateline Abuja, talking about restructuring. Stay with me, I'll be right back. The process of restructuring Nigeria, however, still remains unclear as to what the restructuring would involve, what the consequences could be, and how it could be properly and peacefully implemented. We all agree there is a need for change in Nigeria, but it must be done with open mind, justice, and equity. Well, that's the much we can take for today on Dateline Abuja. Thank you so much for being part of us. You can follow us on our social media page to share your views and opinion on restructuring, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for a repeat broadcast. Thank you so much. Once again, I'm Hawa Momo. Bye for now.